Is the lock spell any good? Well, this is a question that only one of my 5000 IQ subscribers could ask. And yes, it is. I'll tell you why. There are lots of troublemakers in this world. For example, the Khajiit, just like my cat, are communists. And communists do not believe in the concept of private property. Unless it's their private property, in which case anything goes. Yes, Lord Minipaw, hallowed be her name, owns everything. There is also the Thieves Guild, who, appropriate to their name, engage in thievery. There is also House Telvanni, who believe that if you got something from another person successfully, it's now yours. And there's the Kamanathong, who are just criminals. You can also use lock to punish NPCs who've angered you by trapping them in your cellar. I do like the fact that you can properly punish those who've displeased you in the Elder Scrolls games. That's quite rare, it's not even possible in the Elder Scrolls Online. The closest I can get to doing that is soul trapping an NPC, but that's just killing with an extra step. But disregarding all of this roleplay bullshit, there are other things you can do. For example, you can lock away enemies that are too strong. There are just a couple of problems with that. One is that there needs to be a door somewhere between you and the enemy. The other problem is that you need to be at least fast enough to run away from them, close the door and then cast a spell to lock the door. And if you were fast enough to do that, why not just run away and exit the area? The other thing you can do is lock the door between you and the enemy and shoot them through the door using an area of effect spell. I am not in the habit of doing such things, but it's a strategy. But again, it requires you to be fast enough to run away, and there needs to be a door between you and the enemy. You're not gonna pull that shit on Degath-Ur or Almalexia. Though Almalexia could use the whole shooting under the door trick on you. Her spells are quite wide. Such a thing is not possible in Oblivion or Skyrim. While Todd does like to remove things, I feel there is another reason why Todd got his filthy paws on this spell. And that reason is that enemies can follow you through loading screens. When you exit an area, the enemy's position, whether they are stuck or not, no longer matters. What matters is how far away they are from the door. And based on that, they either appear sooner or later. And if they are not hostile, they do not follow you at all. So enemies getting stuck, if they are hostile, is irrelevant. Whether they get stuck in some terrain or you actually make them stuck by using the lock spell, as soon as you exit through a loading screen, they can still follow you. But what about the cost of the spell? Well, 100 points of lock on touch costs 20 magicka. On target, that's 30 magicka. But I don't think it quite matters. As long as there is a lock, the enemy cannot follow. Even if it's just 1 point. And 1 point of lock costs 1 magicka. Just 1. Obviously, if the enemy has a key to the door you are locking, they can open it up. Whether it's a 1% lock or a 50% lock or even a 100% lock. So even in that case, the actual magnitude doesn't matter. Thanks for watching.